they all had a chance, to be honest with you. It was just a matter of getting all the right components together, where the players stay together. And my original concept, the players loved it, and the players didn't like it. I had corporates, I had television, so it all depends. You need 100% of the pie to be together before you can bake it, right? And so from what I'm seeing here, look, this one's got every chance of getting off the ground. It's obviously for reasons that PGA did it, Formula One did it, tennis has done it, soccer's done it, cricket's done it. So I saw it 25 years ago. So maybe the timing is right now.
Why ultimately did yours not get off the ground?
Excuse me. It was pretty much the PGA Tour. They just. You got to remember back in my day, the players were looked on a little bit different. You guys all remember, Sebi and I and Jose were trying to tell everybody, we're independent contractors. We can go play anywhere we want in the world. And if we were obligated to play 15 tournaments on the European Tour, 15 on the US Tour, or 13 or 11 or 12 back in those days. As long as we committed to those obligations, we were independent contractors. We could go play wherever we wanted to play. So that was my deal. Today it's that way for sure. Players are independent contractors. Restraint of trade is not as prevalent. You can't do it basically in this day and age. So that's why it's probably got a little bit more legs. To answer your question, Alex, it was the PGA Tour really rallied against it because I had a lot of things in place that were different. And I'm only talking about what I had. I had television. I had my network fee was higher than the PGA Tour network fee at the time. They probably didn't like that as well. So they would have rallied against it. Management rallied against me a little bit because management companies at the time owned a piece of the golf tournament, the players, and television. So, as like I said, the confluence of everything's got to come together to make sure it works.
For this one to work, does it need Tiger and Rory, 2 or 3 of the other real top
Not
names?
necessarily.
Not necessarily.
No, the concept, Tiger and Rory aren't going to be around forever, right? The concept has got to have longevity. It's got to stand the test of time. It's good to have the top players obviously come on board straight off the bat. But remember, was it January 22? There's 2 more years down the line. It's 2 years. Players are going to be 2 years older. So you got to look at the next generation of the players, and the young generation who's out here playing in this tournament. We don't know who it is, but somebody's out here. A couple of players are out here that's going to carry that baton, and you need to have them looking into that, saying, "I want to be on that tour. How do I get on that tour?" So I think that's the you're building a tour for longevity, not building a tour for 2 or 3 years.
In order to get players on board, I presume we would first have to get the R&E, USG, PGA, the American, Augusta National on board first, and then bring the majors.
Well, see, mine was different. I can only compare what I did, right? I wasn't 18 events. I think this is 18, right? I wasn't 18 events. I was like 10.
Yeah.
So you could play 15, 17 on the PGA Tour, 12, 15 on the European Tour, and play 10, and then you do your 25, which wasn't a lot of golf back in those days. We would play 25 to 33 tournaments a year. So this one, 18 plus 15, that's 33. So now you're putting a lot more on it. So yes, you need you want the players to feel rested to play at their peak. I think this has got a lot of legs if the players and the institution are all in agreement on it, but getting them all together is going to be the interesting one.
During your time, the world rankings weren't as important as they are now.
Right.
If in fact you can't play in certain events, you can't get world ranking points, then all of a sudden you're falling down the list.
Yeah.
Do you see that as a problem?
Look, I think that's one of the questions they've got to ask themselves, right? How do we get around this? Does the 18, does the world, what's the new one called?
Golf Premier League.
Golf Premier League,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If it has its own ranking system, it's only for 48 players. Where the PGA Tour and all the other European tours are what, for 200 odd players, right? So all these things are going to be worked through. But world ranking points will be important getting into the majors, right? So I don't know if there's a discussion going on with this new league with the majors. I'm not too sure. I'm not privy to it.
When the tour survive when this comes in, when the PGA Tour and European Tour survive, with all the stars taken away.
Well, I can only answer that question as what I've read. The answer is they say yes, they can survive. When you got to give a hub, look, the PGA Tour has the .com tour, right? So you got to have a hub for a place for these kids to come through. So and I've also heard it stirred up. You guys know this more than I would, but I've only just landed here. Is the European Tour and the PGA Tour, it might accelerate their conversation about joining forces now, which has been talked about for how long? You guys know that?
1994.
1994, right?
Australian Open, Royal Sydney.
Yeah, exactly. So that I've heard that since I've been here, that acceleration might take place, and who knows? I mean, as all things flushed out, I think the concept's a great concept, because I always thought that there was always room to have the best players in the world travel the world, to have a true world tour. I think the way the game of golf has changed from my era to where it is today. Look, here we are in Saudi Arabia. 25 years ago, we would never be in Saudi Arabia, right? 25 years ago, we would never been in Vietnam. 25 years ago, we would probably never even consider Cuba. But you think about where we are, the global footprint of everything. I mean, I've built a golf course in Jordan, Oman, Dubai, now here in Saudi Arabia. 25 years ago, we would never even contemplated that. So you got to look forward to the time to where we are headed for the game of golf. I think it's an important next step.
Do you think fear is the biggest hurdle this project has to get off?
Fear?
Players will know that there's a big gamble going.
Look, I don't think. What's the best way of putting this? You got everybody from the league to the PGA Tour to the European Tour to management companies to networks to corporate sponsors, right? They all see benefit for their own entity to some degree, right? But all of them can only be successful for one reason: the players. Simple as that. And the players can only be informed about what they want or what they can guide them on is by management. Because I believe every player has a manager. So there are a lot of different conversations going on behind the scenes for everybody to really feel comfortable about, okay, I'm going to sign up, I'm going to do this. In my day, I didn't have a management company. I just wanted to do what I thought was best for the game of golf. And it wasn't even for me because I was giving up equity in the business, right? So from my perspective, I wanted to share what I knew about the game of golf and how great the players were in places around the world we're never ever going to get to see it. So I hope it gets off the ground because I want the world to see what we're doing here in Saudi Arabia. I want the world to see what we're doing in Vietnam. I want the world to see that it actually the best players in the world do get traveling around and do promote the game of golf.